Not Nagito, no! Wait, what? I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Komoeda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. I like that. Bro, he had some crazy items. Chapter 5, by the way. That's insane that Nagito died. I did not want him to die, but at the same time, I'm kind of relieved. Because he was actually starting to annoy me a bit, but, you know, eventually the shock finally registered with me. And now I'm feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. I'll be honest, I teared up when I was playing. Teared up over this? It feels weird though. Something ain't right with the way he died there. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it just feels... It kind of feels too... What's the word I'm looking for? Too convenient, and he died right here. It's like he was planning this, but how would he do that? I don't know. Whoever killed him, it must have been part of it. I don't know. We'll see what happened. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. What? Huh? Whoa. Oh, they're screaming for me. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He's always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. Yeah, I can already see something up there. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, he did, okay. Yeah, that's fantastic, Nagito. Amazing, Nagito. Amazing. Amazing work from you. Can't believe it. Okay. Nagito ended in such a cruel state. I'm not gonna say anything because most of people don't want to get spoiled, but Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killing finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected to be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrence happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something that small, as small as that. Actually, yeah, now that I look at it, okay, yeah, I know what Nagito did. Okay, man. He thought he could fool me, but no, Nagito, you cannot fool me. You cannot fool me. He thought he could fool me. The freaking me, Rocker 769, me. Nah, man, I don't get fooled like that, buddy. You know, I've come to terms with every time a dead body comes in, I'm gonna look at everything before they even start talking about it. Because there is always something that when you read the text, you miss. So you always look at the body before you start investigating. True story. The body discovery announcement. Then it's for real. And Nagito is really dead. It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed? Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. One of us killed him so brutally. Then, going to start again, huh? The class try is going to start soon, right? Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. I don't know what that voice was, but no matter who sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So allow me to give you a familiar Monokuma. Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to wipe out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up! I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I privilege you even attention. Say something. Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monomi. Yes, now noticed. Anyway, Monomi, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why do you keep everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fear, you're shutting up too. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us. Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But... I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Okay, we get it first time. Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it, right? Okay. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right? Okay, everyone stop saying right? Hello? Boop, 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 boop. Looks like your kids are way well behaved than Monomi. Don't freak with me! We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time. Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip? Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end? Don't make a face like that, like a pig that makes what? About to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind the Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When the timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The Kenny school trip will be over. If this finally be over, does that mean we can go home? Don't count your beers before they hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again, Monkey Encounter! Thank you for the sub on YouTube, I appreciate it, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know if you've been typing in chat, but I think it doesn't work for some reason. So, hopefully you haven't, but thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. You guys need to find out who the Nagito killer is and survive with the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be any being afterward at all. Okay, do your best. Hold on! I will let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right? Oh yeah, Komi, is this the one you said you found out very easily? Or is there another one? It won't be a spoiler, but I just wanna know. Soda, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first. Even if you can go home, it'd be the end for us if we screw up here. And let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can go home, all go back home. It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true. It was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. First we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Komoeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled for his right arm. Or hand, I mean. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with Monokuma file? Again, what's wrong with it? Yeah, this was the triad that I accidentally figured out. Accidentally? How do you accidentally figure it out? Only is the spear stabbed in his stomach. There are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. I wonder what you could have found out that kind of spoiled this trial. Like, I can see something that looks like... I'm not gonna say it, but... like one way, but Nagito's way too smart to do that, no? There's no way he would just do that just to trick us. He must have thought of something else. I don't know. Anyway, furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I found out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Sorry, I don't know why I was yawning there. Don't worry or form conclusion on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. And let's start with this area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Okay, that was the wrong wording. I guess I happened to figure it out. I was going off of what would make sense for the writing direction, so basing on the evidence first. Oh. Yeah, but I don't know. Thanks to that, I can probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. Probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I don't know about that. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I know it might be a spoiler, whatnot, who knows. But for the time being, I feel like Nagito is the one that did this to himself. I'm gonna tell you why in a bit. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. I respond. He's dead, Jim. Nah, just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of your life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? You're mistaken plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Oh, but oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. Why are you calling me oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? And why did he do it? Making a hole like he got stabbed and going to the top and dirtying the hole with blood. And he tried to imitate Nagito's body or something? I have nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like the plush over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Oh, okay, I'll give a go into your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitively make my seat. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Did the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I had no idea. I had no idea how this connects to the incident. Right there, but he doesn't figure that. I can't see that. I see the blood right there. It would be hilarious for Monokuma to place an enormous, ominous and foreboding time only for it to mean absolutely nothing like that. Yeah. And they could have avoided killing anyone. It would be crazy if that soda was implying. I mean, it probably could. I mean, the lighter is right there as well. It's like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnant of plastic are shattered all over the place. This is probably... Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. I wonder if that's... I'm not gonna say anything more about my theories, mostly because if they're right, then it's gonna be a bit annoying for some of the viewers. But why is it purple? Well, nevertheless, the 7 just really isn't all that strange. You sure, bro? It's purple, buddy. Ah, this is... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging, also like the fire did extensive damage here. So I have to drink some water. Oof. Voice acting is killing my voice, man. If the oil lighter was placed there. Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. It's the most foolish thought. My boys. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? It's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but... Ah, man, I had so many theories in my head. Like, listen, fire grenades are really strong at times in a contained area like this. So I'm questioning if this actually is fire grenades. Oh no, I'm going live, don't worry about it, always. I had to do a bit later, I had a few things I need to take care of. Man, I feel like it's something else here, man. Alright, now I'm gonna show you why I think Nagato, well, impaled himself at least, or did all this damage to himself. I still don't think he's the one that killed himself. I think there's something else going on, because it's Nagato after all, he's the ultimate lucky student, he probably has something planned. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the heck out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything is good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now is not the time to think about necessary things. I need to focus on investigation right now. My days. For now, I need to investigate everything about that body that catches my eye. This is what I mean right here. You see that? There's blood on top and below it, but not on it there. And then his hand here, it has no blood on it. So I think he held it and then with blood over it. So I feel like he held it with his left arm over the freaking pillar or whatever you want to call it. And then at some point he let it go. Why did he let it go? I don't know. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right arms have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. It's probably the reason that the wound on the left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound. There's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't have blood spatter. That looks strange. It cuts right in the middle of his palm. See? See? I told you. Because he was holding it. I think he did all of this to himself. I wonder what was in the water bottles or the water bombs or whatever it's called. I wonder what was in those then. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. That wouldn't make sense. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over, look at the back of his hand. It's also blood only above the middle joint of the finger, each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part? See? It's yes as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. It definitely is strange. Why did the killer do... What did the killer do to make the blood spatter like that? Blood on the left hand. His right wrist is tied with rope. Looks like the tip of the rope burned off. Could it be a result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. And Nagato's claw completely unaffected. Cause he probably used the lighter to burn that piece off, so it looked like burnt off with the fire, but it probably didn't. A knife, I've seen it before. I knew it. This is the murder of what's her face? Ikusoba. What's her name? Ikusoba? Ixaba? Mukuro Ixaba. There we go. I've seen that knife before. It's her knife, 100%. I already know it. The knife is stabbed through Nagato's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? Something is weird. This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife. Mikuro Ikusabe is 16-2 lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they would call Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. No, it can't be. Not again. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagato's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand. They stabbed it through his right hand? And then they finish him off with the spear. How cruel! Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? They could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all? That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use a spear, huh? Yeah, it kind of pointing at, Nagito doing this whole thing, but I really don't think he would kill himself like that. And how the frick did he stab himself in the right hand? Good question. A spear with flashy ornaments on it's impaled deeply into Nagato's stomach. I still don't think... I think the thing that killed him was the spear, and I don't think he dropped it on himself at that point. I think something with the water bottles, the bombs, water bombs, whatever it's called. I think it has something to do with that, not gonna lie. Because it was purple, it didn't freaking do anything to the fire, so something's weird there. There has to be something else in there. Kind of made him drop it, maybe? I don't know. A spear with a flashy ornament when it's impaled deeply into Nagato's stomach. There's no way around it. It's like the fatal wound. Oh my, what's this? That's such a sane looking spear, isn't it? A cord extension from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and to deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. The spear is a spear of Gungnir. I can't talk. Gungnir, right? You definitely just came with the up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle? I was dying to be afraid of mice. I can't go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell. I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on investigation. The spear definitely catches my eyes, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. Looks like the part of blood on it. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it, yeah! I'm so smart, guys. I'm so smart. It's about the size of a human fist. Strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Shiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Yes, you should, man. Better Gungnir. One Nagato's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they wanted to kill him, they could have stabbed him once on the chest. In the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. You're free to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Would they really have gone this far? I can't speak. Do I have anything else? Ah, his face. His face. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood spattered all over. It doesn't even help. Doesn't even help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Giacomo passed soda in me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. In one swift movement, she ripped off the duct tape of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? I'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here. Put it back, the tape isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case... It's no use, she's not listening. Hey, about the blood spatter on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? It's like there was has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth. Wow. What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? Yeah, duh. If they tried to torture him, why would they duct tape his mouth first? Duh. I don't really get it. Just put the duct tape back on his mouth already. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, there might be some kind of clue too. Should remember it. What were you thinking, Nagito? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. See what they're saying. I'm not freaking out about it like soda, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma tie reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? What's gonna happen? And but the school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree like the end. Until the end, I mean. Does that mean you don't think that happened? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this ends smoothly without a countdown. Someone has to fill in for Nagito now. It's your turn, Hajime. Become normal. Embrace the new hope. Hope is everything you need, Hajime. Kiss me, Hajime. You will take all my hope from my body into your body, and your hope will be my hope, and my hope will be your hope. So yeah, kiss me. What? Like I said before, if we screw up here, stand for us. For now, let's focus on investigation. Think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Did I give him the... I'm giving him the freaking... She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about that sprinkler. By the way, at the end of the trial, the commander will be resurrected with the power of hope. Mark my words. Alright. That would be something, huh? That would be something. It's one of the spearheads I activated to put out the fire. You can see the girder right next to it, right? Girder? There. You see the red streak? Huh? That's why I think the thing was over. Yeah, I'm the best player in the world, man. I'm like a detective at this point, man. You're right, I definitely see it. There's a small red line on the ceiling grider. It's actually pink. Is that blood? Blood! Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. That's definitely strange. I should remember this. Huh? Huh? Hajime, every time someone says that complicated word. Huh? Huh? Freaking weirdo, man. You're pissing me off, man. One of us skipped Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. I guess. Junto Edakawa, what the? If only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. Now we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. Yeah. Can you have something to say? It mattered for Gundam killing and for Mikans. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. Oh, it doesn't matter. The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. And clearly written in the Monokuma file, the time that was noon sharp. Excuse me. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. It also has a clock function. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? It's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. And this could be like when Nekamaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time, as we were all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. Not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try to investigate the other areas inside this warehouse first. MP3 player? What the? Is an MP2 player. MP3 player. MP3 player. I can't speak. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? Looks like that weird music was playing from there. Oh, I thought it was... What? Okay. You know, the music that was playing when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. That's not mistaking it. That music was playing from the MP2 player. I don't disagree with that, but how was the killer playing music from this? Yes, felt like it, I guess. I mean, I don't know. A lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. Panels near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Well, why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall... It should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the one who made this mess. Huh? Oh my... Nagito, Nagito. Hajime, please, for the love of everything, stop saying ha after everything a person says, man. Ha, ha, ha. Like, you're actually about to make me go crazy like Nagito. Stop saying it. So maybe the reason those panels are tipped over is... It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. Those words I can brush over everyone's warning and slowly open the door. Where do you know that she opened it, she kicked it open, there she thinks it's the thingy, but it's not the thingy, who knows, who knows. Could it be, was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering. One of the compas are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, they compared to the other... Ah, so that's how they did it. Or he did it. Okay. Yeah, neat and orderly. That's what I'm saying, man. You can say like what or what you mean by that. It's like something. Why do you have to always say huh? Come on, man. Strange. That means you can speculate this was done intentionally. Yeah, when she kicked the door open, the panels fell down. We couldn't see the panels though because it was dark. And then it hit down the freaking lighter. I'm surprised we didn't see the lighter though. I guess it was it behind the curtain maybe? Could have been behind the curtain. Is there anything else there? What time I have to talk to this lot again? Yeah, okay. I do have to talk to them. Might as well. Oh, okay. Never mind. Am I missing something? I should book stacked up on the shadow, blah blah blah. La la la, can't soak pages, I'm missing much. I think about the countdown we lived through the class trial. Bishiaki has something to say. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinklers. If there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we're... What? To the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades. I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Oh, Miss Anya, I'm wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh? I wasn't thinking that at all. Why are you responding, Soda? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me. Oh my screwing, how lewd. Please don't look at me with those fearful eyes. Oh, blah 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 blah. Soda, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Well, even if I did say freaking kill him, there's no way I've actually done it. I was just upset, you know. Mr. Son is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we're pretty much finished investigating Nagato's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? Peasant, whoa! I want to talk to you about when the fake bomb Nagato set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? And she said huh this time, what? Right before he exploded. You said something like this, right? It is alright, it is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Or were a fake? Well... That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Well, where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my! Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, crap! You son of... Sonia? I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. What the frick was that? When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh? At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept it silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagato's planted bombs you got suspicious and went to investigate them? And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered. And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagato brought were the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you know how did you find out the bombs at military base were fake? Because I intended to use one. What? I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door in the ancient ruins. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought I could use them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. The heck's Monomi doing there? Look at Monomi, she's like, what are you doing? No, don't do this! Oh, what is this? Okay.
そうか。それでお前だけが軍事施設の爆弾が偽物だって知ってたのか。
私と物見さんもですね。彼女もそれをこっそり覗き見していましたから。つまり
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, I wonder why he blew up there. Look at Soda, man. My boy Soda is flying so far. How is he even alive? That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet. You look worried. Yeah, I am. At a time like this, it might be good if broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There's several things I've been wondering about beside the crime scene. Everyone died. Everyone left. It's only me and you left, Doge. It's only me and you left. We're the only one alive. We're the only one who can defeat this the despair. With our hope, we can do it, Doge. Azumi Castle, where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I want to understand the reason for his action. I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure there's others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time to leave this place? Try exploring other areas too? In response to Shiaki, the others gather around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. Seems they had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard this crime scene. We don't have a choice. Yes, aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, it looked like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. Oh my freaking... My chin, man, what the heck? So we need to search for them in other places. other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, there aren't any clues in other areas either. I have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that. And it's okay if we leave this place. It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive this, no other way to except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. We have to do it. Sorry. But the boats were stuffed on the star were actually fireworks, which reminds me, the truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eyes. Yeah, Doge, what's up? You have Discord? I do have Discord, yeah. I can't even, okay. I have never seen so many Murokumas in my life! A Murokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. Where? Well, I don't have a Discord server, but I do have a Discord. If you were talking about Discord server, I do not have one. I did have one, but I took it away a long time ago. Yes, I haven't had time to fix another one. It says, however, I was staring at all these Murokumas that thought occurred to me. Want to be friends in Discord? Sure. I believe my thing is the same as my Twitch chat. So I'll add you off the stream. You can just type Rocker769 and I believe you should find me. The moment that we went on to the lobby might have been set up here. No, Rocker769. 769. Like my Twitch name. If I had the bombs inside a Monokuma plushies, it would make a frightening weapon. Do not think the group is forcing us to kill each other with this device, something like that. Done? Alright, I'll add you off the stream. Can't really pull up my Discord right now. My PC is a bit weird like that. So I'll add you off the stream, okay? That is right, the support! Right away, so we can confirm it! Hold on. There was a bomb scientist. Wouldn't it explode if we catch and mess with it? Either way, it's all gravy! All gravy? What the heck does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb! You know if you pick him up, see? All you feel is soft weight of cotton. You're right. Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I'll be going somewhere else. I want to talk with another streamer. Alright, have a good one. Thank you for joining. I wonder... I'm gonna give you guys a hint and you should know it wasn't from the military base. Tell you the truth, the bombs were all fake. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought I'd keep it quiet. It would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm not telling you for the first time. Phew, I'm relieved. But if the bombs weren't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good idea, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside of one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it. Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Murokuma's account. They want me to go to the military base, so I might as well. Not really sure what I'm gonna do here, but I need to actually look at my pet as well. Have you pooped your pants yet? Yeah, you have. You want me to go in there, so I might as well. Let's check it out and then we'll see what happens. Dang it, this dangerous place is the reason all the messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of this. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Okay. Do you want to watch, buddy? What in the balls would you want to look at? Here's a pair of guns and other firearms and stuff into the truck bed. Ah, I found it! What did you find? The truck bag over there has guns in it. We also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained the knife here. Ah, so the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Maybe there's more? The dreadful helicopter want to execute Teru. Doesn't have anything to do with the incident. And bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. What? What do you want me to look at? Another truck? Oh. I tried looking through the truck bed. It's empty, nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth. And I suspected the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base. The bombs were nowhere to be found. Did I get to know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there's enough bombs on this bombs to blow up an entire island? If there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. Hajime, I know you're listening to me. Give me a kiss already. What? Knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe. There was a different motive behind this action. Probably, buddy. Probably. Alright, I believe I've looked everything on this thingy. We have Nezumi Castle. Might as well go to it. And then to Nagito's room. Which is actually the one I want to watch go to first, but I might as well wait. Triggers? What? Who's getting triggered? That is the spear. A spear is flashy ornament on it hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right? Yes, as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. Can you watch South Park another time? Watch South Park? I mean, we can try. I never watched South Park, so maybe. If that's what you guys want to watch, we're sure. I don't really mind. The same with like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of those spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gugnir, huh? Monokuma would have come up with a lame name. Spear of Gugnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Why did the killer use a spear and a knife? Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this would have been unnecessary cold thing would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield, but still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. How much I investigate, I'm feeling any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel like this. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's dead. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some clues. Oh, some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Whoa!
ひなたくん
Hajime. Senpai Yumpa Kawana? Kawan? What? What are you saying? Senpai Yumpa Kawan? I have no idea what that means. Oh my, you want to go inside Nagato's room too? I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wanted me to unlock the door to Nagato's cottage because she really needs it for the crash trial. She begged me to do it while she was sticking my black eye. What? I didn't do that. Then do it! It's weird because it's made of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time for that to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the dang door. Fine, I guess I'm no choice. I gotta do that, right? Now then. See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This is my first time seeing that, but how does that door open with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage is computerized. More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Let's see how his room looks. He stole it! So Nagito was living here. I was thinking... what was he thinking inside his room? Do you really want to know? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? Can't even imagine. Wanted to see absolute hope. Becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. Why don't you play Need for Speed Most Wanted, bro? Cause I don't wanna play Need for Speed Most Wanted. I don't really like car games like that. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. What's he doing in the shower, bro? What's he doing in the shower? A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be... Can you let me know if you found my treasure? Let me do the treasure with lights. A treasure box. Jackie, you know about this? It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. Looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? To find out, it might be good to see what's inside. Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this might be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. Turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. This is it. Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? Took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contains sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that look like chicken scratches. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma shut up and things doing bad. Day 2. Byaku is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? Diary? Looks like it. Did Monomi write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. Kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, pages after page of poorly written entries continued in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final boss room today. He's probably panicked because no one believes him. Huh? Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop to look at my notebook! It's kind of unfortunate, not gonna lie. Ah, man, I know who the traitor is. Crying out loud, man. I always have to kill my favorite characters, man. Crying out loud. Why do you always have to kill my favorite characters? Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monomi-san appeared and took the notebook out of my hand. Phew. I did ask you to look at my picture, but I never say you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come in later, I would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. If this notebook is here, and Nagato was a thief. Betrayal! I'll speak to you about my beloved student. Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. It's my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. What? Oh, show up out of nowhere. Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote it in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write. Huh? You and your heart. What do you say, Jace? I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't. You can't have no fingers. Yeah, because you have no fingers on your hands. Yeah. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the one who... I'm the same way, too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you? So that's this all about. This is about you. Your sister's trying to crush me. What are you saying? There's no way a big brother will ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? You said you didn't write in the notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? The voice acting is so cute. Okay, thanks. I'm trying my best to do the Monomi's voice. I don't know what else I could do with this. Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me! Oh, hold on! Dang it. She told her to run away again. It's the same path as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really want to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Yeah, we both know who the traitor is, buddy. Sorry to break it to you. There's a bed that comes with the cottage. It looks like there's one in my room, but... maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's usually a place for hiding things. Yeah, like... well, we should still check just in case. No expectations, and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What is this? I knew it. I knew it. It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. It looks like the real deal. Did you get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding this under his bed. When did Nagato use this stuff for? I knew it. There's something with the bottles. Yes! I'm so good. Ooh, I might know who the... well, killer, I don't know. I guess they're gonna count it as that, but... I guess I know who the killer is. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I picked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and... there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminium. A round, thin piece of aluminium, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is a piece of trash? Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. I know where that is from too, man. I'm just too good, man. Where's the book at? It's a refrigerator. Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. I could probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the job of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Monokuma special poison. For poisoning use only. Alright. There isn't really much inside. Only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For some reason, for someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that butter clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like a kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusive made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's some warning label on the back. Examine it a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you're worried like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with a trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokoma's special poison. Its enchantment liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility I can't read, is low, this liquid is very dangerous and vaporized. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and the most susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or a plastic container, away from sunlight. I see. I knew it. There was the freaking bottles we threw in. They weren't actually water in them. It's freaking poison. That's what killed him. Or, yeah, killed him. It sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this? Question could apply to the bomb. He used that at a hotel too. Apply to the bomb? There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such a dangerous item. The octagon inside the funhouse. Is poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right? He was probably hiding them somewhere on this body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me. Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh? Looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap. For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It'd be real bad. You could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the heck? Nagito, are you trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? How dare you? A lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on his shelf. Genres, the type of items are also random. I can't make sense of any of them whatsoever. They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito yet by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. Doesn't mean we should ignore it though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? There might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but... So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got pursued to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items, examining each one. But even if I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there's any clue here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal? Indeed, it's a school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. File doesn't contain our information. It has Hajime's information. I could have said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, that should be obvious, right? And he said it was from the reserve department and had no talents whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hands to confirm. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If it really was only my information, then why is this file so thick? Pause. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought Nagel had lied to me. Aside from my information, was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages on the information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. That means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight and so forth. There was one thing that specifically caught my eye. There were words reserve course student. There's no denying it. It was confirmed that I was truly a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why? Is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Hajime, did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in here. It's not just my profile. Profile of everyone in Silent are in here, too. Nagito was lying. When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles of all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Jackie leaned against me and peered into the file. You're right, my profile is really in here. Oh, she's talking, my bad.
でも残念ながら詳しいことは何も書かれてないみたいだね。
詳しいこと？
私たちが記憶を失ってるっていう希望が峰学園で生活してた頃の情報だよ。それがないってことはこれって私たちが入学する前に書かれたプロフィールなのかもしれないね。
じゃあそこから新しい手がかりを手に入れるのは無理なんだな。
そうみたいだね。
Hold on. What happened? I just noted right now, but...
その
The file.
あいつの名前がないよな。確かに16人分のプロフィールがあるのに。でもあいつの名前だけはないよな。
誰のこと？
戸上だ。戸上白夜だよ。よく見てみろよ。あいつの名前だけどこにも見当たらないぞ。
So what if his name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor.
No. It's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at the Host Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, is definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about killing school life is totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on a person's sheep speculation.
What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with the question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing: ultimate imposter.
That's very sus. That's Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
It was fake. That was pretend to be the ultimate affiliate progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Or surprisingly enough, thanks to correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Boop, 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 boop. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
もしかして
Is that why he was so fatter compared to when he was involved in killing school life? Oh, that's crazy.
Boop, 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 boop. His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Really impossible skill like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time.
でもね
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it? Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your ways of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the heck?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at the end? At that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. If you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Heartbreak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to our memory loss. Excuse me. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who is the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know. I wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
まさか
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
The fact that there's 16 profiles in there, what's wrong? I mean, the traitor's a spy sent by Future Foundation, not a student for Heartbreak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
It wouldn't be funny if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Then, we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably. Boop, 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 boop. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You waste your precious time or something that isn't a clue. Was that a waste decision? Time's up, you know?
Time's up. Wait!
Excuse me for a moment.
The thing is, okay, let's just talk through this real quick, yeah? I think Chiaki is the traitor. Mostly because of her reaction to most of the things. For example, the way she has walked up to it and peeped. It kind of felt like she was like, oh, let's just get over with this, just peep it. They didn't work, so she probably got a bit confused. She was, oh, look, it didn't work. And when I had the file open, she was like, wait, all of us? And then she looked for herself. It's like, you wouldn't do that if, you know, it was all of us. So, I think she's the traitor, I'm not gonna lie. Which means, what I think is happening, I think something involving Nagito's good luck is like ultimate luck is gonna play into it at the end of it. I don't know in what way. I think it has something to do with bottles, whether or not he kind of bred in the part where the traitor threw in, which is Chiaki or something like that. I don't know, but I think that has the whole play with it. And I think he did all of that to himself. But I also think like the person who's gonna be the killer, ending up the killer, is going to be the traitor, which is Chiaki. So that's why I'm kind of sad they always have to kill all the characters I like. that chim just now? Chimichanga?
にとって最も大切なものとは何か。僕は時間じゃないかと思うんだ。ほら、預金通帳は減ったり増えたりするけど、時間は常に減っていく一方でしょ。だから僕らは時間を大切にしないといけないんだ。時間の無駄遣いほどもったいない行為はないからね。というわけで、時間です。最後の学級裁判を始めるので、モノクマロックに集合してください。
Where are you from? Your accent is really interesting. I'm from Sweden. That's probably where you hear the accent from. I try to hide it a bit, but it does come out at certain words, sadly. But it is what it is. But I am from Sweden. That is where the accent is from. The last class trial. He said that right? He said last class trial. Yeah, I heard it too. You did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about Monokuma time earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one. I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once. But still, it's also just not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that was waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagato's murder. We're pretty screwed. I'm collecting my thoughts because we were focused on this file. Still can't see who killed Nagato. Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh? Hajime, don't say ha one more time. I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Go sleep already, man. I'm joking. Alright, here we are. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is that it? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people? Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed! So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? Monokuma Benson said so, didn't he? He said it's the last class trial. Oh wait, I think your accent makes you more unique. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can't believe that so easily. I can't believe that so easily. Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do it all this is the one who's saying it, you know? That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the freak? Why are you here? You haven't realized yet. I have a feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know? Huh? What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end the things here. His plan is something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us. Dang right, stupid rabbits. You should just shut up. Everyone, you must have run from despair. Huh? I finally realized that to lose my powers, I realized that curse your powerlessness or fate accomplishes nothing. A possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight. What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book. By her eyes, she looks so determined. How can you tell this by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure to turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial.
Oh, fine.
でもね、
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Roar.
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind, and then Monokuma's rock.
Is elevator right? Maybe the last time for this too, right?
I hope so.
あのね、
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
そうですよね。
More importantly, we must focus on class trial before us. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
あの、
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the funhouse ordeal, we're completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the one who survived needs to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
I don't know, but I'm blind, but what the? Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagato is gone, there's only 6 of you left.
Enough! He has freaking started already!
And this is it, right? It's really the last trial, right? Class trial, right? Yep, sure it is. It sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it your all. Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end. Now then, let's get this trial started. It's the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. The curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komoeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair to prove that hope would never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this really is the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun.